I worked the front desk at a hotel in Copenhagen. Last month, an American couple checked in and immediately asked where they could exchange their dollars. I pointed them to the ATM. The husband looked at me like I'd insulted his mother. "We're not using an ATM. We have cash." I explained we use kroner in Denmark. He pulled out a crisp $100 bill. "This is American money. It's accepted everywhere." His wife nodded along. "We use dollars in Cancun just fine." I tried again. "Sir, this is Denmark. We're in Europe." He slapped the bill on my counter. "The dollar is the world's reserve currency. I learned that in economics class." I called my manager. My manager, who's been doing this for 20 years, calmly explained our currency policy. The man's face turned red. "Fine, but I'm leaving a review about this. Denmark needs to get with the modern world." He left 1 star on TripAdvisor. Said we were difficult and anti-American. He's not the first. He won't be the last. My cousin works at a gelato shop in Florence. American tourist walks in, studies the flavors for 10 minutes. Finally orders pistachio. Takes 1 bite, walks back to the counter. "This tastes weird. You got any normal ice cream?" My cousin asked what he meant. "Like Baskin-Robbins normal?" She explained it's authentic Italian gelato made fresh that morning. He squinted at her. "If it's so authentic, why doesn't it taste like the Italian ice cream at Olive Garden?" A friend of mine drives a taxi in Bangkok. Picked up an American couple from the airport. They asked how long to their hotel. He said 40 minutes, maybe an hour with traffic. The wife pulled out her phone. "Google says 23 minutes. Tried explaining Bangkok traffic. She cut him off. "Google knows better than you. It's literally designed by Americans."
Oh.
They sat in traffic for 90 minutes. When they arrived, they refused to tip. Said he took the long route on purpose. Left him a 1-star review. Driver doesn't know his own city. The German train ticket situation broke an American's brain entirely. I work for Deutsche Bahn. A man approached my counter in Munich, angry before he even spoke. "I bought a ticket online. It's an email. Why do I need to print it?" I explained some tickets require physical copies or the app. He shoved his phone in my face. "This is 2025. Nobody prints anymore. This is backwards." I showed him the self-service printer 10 feet away. "I'm not printing it. You're the train company. You print it." Explained that's not how it works. He demanded a refund. I told him the ticket was non-refundable. That's illegal. In America, consumer protection laws would shut you down. He missed his train. Came back an hour later with a printed ticket. Didn't say a word. I manage a pharmacy in Amsterdam. American woman came in asking for Advil. I showed her ibuprofen. Same thing, different brand. She examined the box. "This isn't Advil. I need actual Advil." I explained it's identical medication. If it's the same, why doesn't it say Advil? I told her Dutch pharmaceutical regulations require local packaging. She wasn't buying it. "I have a headache. I'm not taking experimental drugs." She left. Came back 20 minutes later. "My hotel said you're right. But the box should say that." She bought it. 3 days later, she left a review. Staff tried to trick me into buying knockoff medicine. Almost worked. My brother's a tour guide in Prague. Does walking tours of Old Town? American couple on his tour kept interrupting. Every stop, same question. But what's the American connection? At the astronomical clock, did Americans help build this? At Charles Bridge, were there American soldiers here? My brother tried explaining Prague's medieval history. The husband cut him off. Nothing interesting happened before America existed. The wife agreed. That's when real history started. My brother finished the tour. They left a review. Guide knows nothing about American contributions to Prague. Waste of money. I work at a rental car agency outside Barcelona. American man wanted to drive to Paris for lunch. I pulled up the map. "Sir, that's over 600 miles. About 9 hours. He laughed. 9 hours to Paris? What kind of car are you giving me? I showed him the route on screen. He zoomed out on the map. Everything in Europe is close together. My buddy drove from London to Rome in an afternoon. I asked when. He got defensive. Last year, maybe 2 years ago, he did it. I suggested he reconsider. He declined the GPS. I have Google Maps. Plus, I drove from Dallas to Houston all the time. Same distance. He returned the car 3 days later. Never made it to Paris. European roads don't make sense. I'm a museum guide at the Anne Frank House in Amsterdam. We have strict rules, no photos, speak quietly, respect the space. American family came through. Father taking photos every 5 seconds. I approached him gently. "Sir, no photography, please." He looked at his phone, then at me. "I'm not using flash." "It's fine," I explained. "It's not about flash. It's about respect." He scoffed. "I paid to get in. I'll take pictures if I want." His teenage son was filming TikToks in Anne's actual bedroom. I asked him to stop. The mother intervened. "We're documenting our trip." "This is educational," I called security. They escorted the family out. Next day, 1-star review. Staff was aggressive over photos. "It's 2025. Get with the times." My sister works at a cafe in Stockholm. American tourists came in, ordered coffee. Black, no sugar. She brought it to his table. He took 1 sip, called her over. "This is cold." She touched the cup. It was hot. "Sir, this just came from the machine." He pushed it toward her. "In America, coffee is served hot." "This is lukewarm," she offered to remake it. He followed her to the machine, watched her pour. Took it back to his table. Came back 2 minutes later, still cold. My sister was baffled. She tested the machine. Perfect temperature. Another barista tried explaining Swedish coffee culture. He interrupted. "I've been drinking coffee for 40 years. I know cold coffee." He left without paying. Disputed the charge with his credit card company. We lost that 20 kronor forever. I work at a restaurant in Tokyo. American guy comes in, sits down. Doesn't look at the menu. When I approach, he says, "I'll have a burger. Medium rare. Extra pickles. American cheese." I explained we don't have burgers. It's a ramen restaurant. He glanced around, saw other diners with noodles. "You can make a burger? You have a kitchen." I told him we only serve ramen. He got frustrated. "Every restaurant in America can make a burger. You're in a major city. How do you not have burgers?" I brought him our menu. All Japanese, with pictures. He studied it. "Fine, I'll have chicken teriyaki. We don't serve that either." He left, gave us 2 stars online. Limited menu. Staff unhelpful. My cousin manages a small hotel in Reykjavik. American couple checked in for 3 nights. First morning, they came to breakfast. Complained immediately. "Where's the bacon?" We serve Icelandic breakfast. Smoked fish, rye bread, cheese, yogurt. The wife wrinkled her nose. "We can't eat this. We need normal food." My cousin offered to recommend nearby restaurants. The husband interrupted. "We paid for breakfast. We want American breakfast." My cousin explained it's included but Icelandic style. Then give us a refund on the breakfast portion. My cousin couldn't do that. The couple ate nothing. 3 mornings in a row. Came down, looked disgusted, left. Their reviews said we falsely advertised breakfast. Corporate made us add a note. Traditional Icelandic breakfast served. I drive a water taxi in Venice. American family climbed aboard. Father asked how long to their hotel. I said 15 minutes. He checked his phone. Google says it's a 5-minute walk. I explained they can't walk. Venice is built on water. He stared at me. There's no road. I gestured to the canal. He looked at his wife. She looked at her phone. This says there's a street right here. I zoomed in on her map. Showed her the blue lines were water. She looked pale. We thought those were highways. Father still didn't believe me. How do cars get around? I told him there are no cars in central Venice. Just boats. He sat down hard. This was not in the brochure. His teenage daughter started crying. How do we get to McDonald's? They spent the entire ride in shocked silence. I'm a waiter in Paris. American couple sat down at my table. Studied the menu forever. When I came back, they weren't ready. I left. Returned 5 minutes later. Still not ready? Third time they ordered. Appetizer, main course, wine. I brought everything as requested. Checked on them once. They were fine. At the end of the meal, they asked for the check. I brought it. They sat there for 20 minutes. Finally, the man waved me over. We're ready to pay. I told him the check was already there. He looked confused. You just brought it. I explained in France, you pay when ready. There's no rush. He got defensive. In America, waiters are attentive. You haven't checked on us once since we got our food. I checked on them 3 times. His wife agreed with him. Service is so much better in the States. They left no tip. The bill had a service charge included, which is standard. They left a review. Slow service. Waiter ignored us. Never came back. I work at a ski resort in the Swiss Alps. American guest called the front desk. Said his shower was broken. I went to his room. He showed me the bathroom. There's no shower curtain. Water goes everywhere. Explained it's a wet room. Common in Europe. The entire bathroom is waterproof. He shook his head. That's not sanitary. The toilet gets wet. I demonstrated how to use the handheld shower head. He watched unconvinced. This is a design flaw. In America, we figured this out decades ago. I offered to show him how it works. He declined. I'll just take baths. He left a review. Bathroom's not finished. No shower curtains installed. Felt like a construction zone. My friend works at a bookstore in Dublin. American tourists came in, browsing the Irish literature section. Picked up a book by Sally Rooney. Brought it to the counter. Is this translated? My friend asked what he meant. Translated from Irish to English. She explained it was written in English. He looked skeptical. But she's Irish. She told him Ireland is an English-speaking country. He set the book down. Then why do Irish people have accents? She tried explaining the difference between accent and language. He wasn't interested. If they spoke real English, they wouldn't have accents. He walked out. She's still confused by that interaction. I work security at the Louvre. Last week, an American man tried to enter with a huge backpack. We have size restrictions. I politely asked him to check it. He refused. It's my camera bag. I need it. I explained our policy. He pulled out his phone. I'm a travel blogger. I have 300,000 followers. This is discriminatory. I called my supervisor. She repeated the same policy. He started filming. This is going viral. France doesn't respect content creators. We offered him a locker, free of charge. He demanded we make an exception. Do you know how much exposure I could give this place? My supervisor didn't budge. He left. Posted a video titled "Kicked Out of the Louvre for Being American." It got 40,000 views. Comments were split. Half supported him. Half said he should have followed the rules. He never came back. But here's the thing. The next day, a different American couple came through. Read all the signs. Followed every rule. Asked thoughtful questions about the art. Spoke quietly. Waited patiently in line. Thanked me on their way out. Said they were having the time of their lives. Most American tourists are fine, normal, respectful. They're here to learn. To see the world, to experience something different. But the ones who aren't, they're memorable. They genuinely believe American systems are universal. That every country should operate the way America does. And when they discover that's not true, that other places have their own history, their own culture, their own logic, they don't adjust their expectations. They double down. They get angry. They leave reviews. I don't think it's malicious. I think it's something deeper. A genuine belief that the way they know is the way things should be everywhere. And when that belief crashes into reality, into different currencies, Different languages, different customs. Something short circuits. Instead of curiosity, there's frustration. Instead of adapting, there's resistance.